Alright, time to face the other Mississippi team. Definitely not as good, so shouldn't be too bad. Tough game last time. Alright, we got a couple more commits here. I think we're okay there. We're in a battle with Illinois. This one's not looking good. We might lose that one too. Oh well. It happens. I'm just gonna take the 5 off this. I'm just gonna add the 10. Alright, we got the top 5 here. Teams are battling. This one looks like SEC maybe. Yep. Oh, we're pretty close to home. I'm gonna schedule this one. Nice. We got a boost. Alright. Still think we're in that one. This could be a Miami battle. Brand exposure. Out of it. Oh. Playing style. Yeah, I think we're just gonna move that. Brand exposure. Ooh. Really good on quarterbacks. Oh, big jump there. Notre Dame's done. Yeah, I don't think we're catching LSU there. Clemson. Ah, well. Let's check out the prospects. Start with the 4s. Actually, I should start with 5s just in case. And there's a quarterback, huh? Wow. No left tackle. Should have been on some of these guys. Huh. Wonder why they didn't show up, or maybe they did. Helping linebacker, no one's going after. Sure. Box specialist. Let's take a look. Pure power. Take a look. I think we're good on receivers. But you know what? Our second there, he's a gadget guy. I'm a big fan of backfield threats. Let's grab these guys. Alright. get into it. Oh, wait, I gotta check. I'm gonna switch up the depth chart quick. Make sure we didn't have any injuries again. Like a lot of people are injured. Okay, depth chart. Alright, so we put the running freshman in at backup, and then we switched Economy to starter to see if that changes anything. Yep. Right.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So FIU's offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on the game.
I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way.
It's definitely down. Pretty much jammed everything.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Makes the grab. Bring it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Panthers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
As a quarterback, I'm trying to find my matchup, get the ball to my guy so he can do something with it after the catch. When you put it on his body, he can catch it and then break a tackle and make a play happen like he did just now.
And the Panthers are on the move. Got his man in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did, after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there.
Better start than last year.
Touchdown, Florida International.
The coach is always
started off a little
starting
questionable.
fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job by the kickoff performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Give to the back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Takes the handoff. It's Shaver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go on top. The quick out.
We hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. Almost got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for him.
Out of the gun. The running back has it. Breaks the tackle. Knocked down at the 35. And wants to go to the lead. You didn't have a headache before. You've got one on the way. The Cowbells ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Quickly out of the tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
And I think that completion is as good as a 1st down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback needs to get it done. Keep this drive alive.
FIU trying to pick up the 1st. It's 1 down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out.
It's
Tried to
good.
give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Pressure coming.
Oh, boy.
Down he
Yes,
goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll pull it down and run. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his big tight end. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Takes it on the return.
Shut on his head.
Offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Start the drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Still running up.
It's not good.
Ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time to catch that football, and you could just tell he didn't get comfortable, didn't get his hands around, his head around in the right time, and he just gets a drop.
Tagged out of the air. Good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Defense a little too jumpy there. They got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oaks. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence. Down the road, I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
All down, but he has enough to move the chain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first
Line
down.
just busted.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he didn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback.
And the tight end dropped it. Oh, he just swam him in 2 seconds.
One play, he has been lights out. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page.
Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaway.
Good job with his eyes. You got to look people off. You got to make sure you move those safeties with your eyes by opening up or pump faking one direction. He didn't do a good job.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got his man on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
Here comes the heat.
Jeez. Oh, they got in there fast.
And the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Yes,
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout.
Let's take coverage.
Opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Osby didn't get
FIU
off
will
his.
line up to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout.
Oh,
Fires the pass, intercepted.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle-of-the-field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. 29 Philly. Wants to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
David.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it up. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover in. From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure.
Nico's going to take it inside.
Touchdown, FIU. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking to go up top in times running out in the half.
Just
a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on first down. He's got him. On the move at the 30. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down. They have to show some urgency here. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete. Now let's waste no time getting the timeout call. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. He gets a hand on it. Defense has it. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4 downs. Obviously, I built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Bringing it back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Florida International offense is back on the field.
Igloo! Igloo!
They'll run it from the gun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone.
Lasso! Lasso!
They'll run it from the gun. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Gonna swing it on second down. Fires into the end zone.
That's the second one.
And the route is on. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Zings it deep to the right. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
The RPO fired
the ball.
and he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to edge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going.
Heel off one deep down the left side.
He just knocked it.
He is feeling it. A huge
Instead of going for the ball,
took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Ready? This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And into the end zone. And he'll take it in.
Running back went out. Tight end went out. Oh, look at Crouch over there. That's why he's my free man. He didn't do anything. Dude. I did that.
Somewhere. Now the question, will they have
I'm
enough
expecting
time?
Well, that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. They got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it up.
There he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
When you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive line back, got the linebacker's laps. Man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
He wants to throw it. Here's a heat. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Florida International. And the punishment has been extended. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
U.S. Open is windy today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw it. And they fail to hook up on third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll try the counter. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back to pass on second down. It's complete on
Well,
the right
pretty
side.
got it.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, tight ends are
Just
such
let it go.
matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Panthers. A great catch for 6. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having punted. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Sideways.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Here we go. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting them.
He lost one down the sideline.
Oh,
and it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th.
All right. Coaching. Oops. Oh, I didn't want that.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end and coverage. Forcing the...
Oh, he's got some space.
Yeah,
nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They'll ride the hot hand, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Back to pass, it's Rourke. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection on third down.
That's alright.
That tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way.
Backups back in.
Looking pretty good.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, you're better on third down moving forward, though. You can keep yourself out of those situations.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And they can't make the third down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense.
It's back.
Takes some of the yardage on the punt. FIU gets it back in the Panthers. Will send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column.
On the set.
Now facing a third and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short. First down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
1 second goes off on fourth down. It's like, oof. You gotta get the whole hunt team out there. Takes a while. Don't just tell me 1 second ran off the clock. Excuse me.
Kick is in the air. Coverage team does a good job and touch. And no return on this one. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we're going to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Popped it up.
Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And a big deflection on. Down forces a fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin them deep. This is a spot you see many returners try to take. But not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The Florida International offense is back on the field.
On the double.
And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
We're in the easier part of our schedule, so
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring it on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Four guys got 7. Even Japan.